A lot of people watched it, but nobody's watching day to day, all day, unless you're me and just love this stuff. Procedures are okay, but we want to know, where do you stand? And so I think the more that politicians stop trying to be politicians and be people, then that will engage voters. We reject alternative facts, so come on in here and let me educate you on the facts. Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? I am super excited to be here. Y'all, it's been a minute, right? It feels like it's been a minute. Let me just do a quick check because if you all were here 3 or 4 days ago, or even earlier this week when we did the YouTube, I was having a lot of technical difficulties and I was like, it's not working. And I found out through trial and error what was actually going on. So I need to know right now in the comments, is the photo clearer? Is the video quality clearer? Can you hear the mic very well? That's what I need to know, because if y'all was here Monday, y'all know, like, I didn't really show my frustrations on camera, but like behind the scenes, I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening? Like, what is happening? So just to share in with you all, I bought a new camera and I was trying to like upgrade this content. You know, I wanted this thing to be nice, you know? And so apparently my computer could not handle or support that, but I didn't know that. I bought my computer. I had a MacBook. I bought it in early 2015. And so I have spent the last 48 hours like on YouTube crazy, trying to find stuff out, because I'm not a tech guy. I'm a politics guy. And so I'm like, what is happening? Like, this should be working, da, da, da. And like, I've learned all this stuff about processors and gigabytes and a lot of stuff that I'm probably going to dump out of my head after this. But I figured out what it was. It was actually my computer. So I decided, you know, let's continue to push forward. I'm stepping out on faith. I went and bought a new computer. So within the last week or so, I've bought a new camera to give you this quality. I have the mic. I'm probably going to switch out the mic because it's connected right now and it's kind of making me limited to where I can go. And I bought a new computer. And I just want to say that this has all been based on you all's donations to me, honestly. Your donations and you buying merchandise and you participating in book clubs and my Patreon and all of that, that has contributed to this. And so this is what I wanted. I wanted the content to be upgraded. I wanted something more after this political season. Like, I'm not going anywhere from TikTok or Instagram. I'm still going to be doing those. But when we come here to YouTube, baby, when we comes down to the YouTube, listen, I want that thing got to be different. Y'all know I have some interns that I'm bringing on. I'm super excited about that. I already have one guy working with me. I have some interviews set up for Monday. So we are going to be really creating content for YouTube. And so really like centered around a civic education. Okay, I'm seeing some comments. Yes, upgrade, very clear. Sounds clear. You can see it. Great. That makes y'all, I'm not gonna cry. That makes me so happy, because like these past 48 hours, I'm like, why is this not working? What is happening? And then even just getting out of my own way and getting out of the way or casting down imposter syndrome, right? With new gear and not living in fear, like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to afford this on the other side, and just like really giving it to Christ. And like, it is what it is. Like, we have to push forward to continue to reach newer heights. I'm gonna have to continue to improve on the quality and just give you all a diversity of content. So that has literally been my life for 48 hours. Woo, I feel like I can exhale because I didn't even know if this computer was gonna work. Like, I was like, bro, if I take this stuff out this box and this still don't even live stream like I wanted to, I was gonna be upset. But it does. I'm super excited. So thank you so much. I see a super comment here. I have the camera here, but my computer's here. So if you see me looking this way, I'm looking at the comments. I will redesign the whole setup so it flows better. But like, literally, I just got in with this new computer about an hour ago. So like, I'm rushing to get everything together. Sweet and Low sent a super comment and said, love your energy, looking and sounding good. Thank you so much, Sweet and Low. Jacob, I'm about to butcher your last name. Nayamu. Jacob was here on Monday. So he knows the technical difficulties that was happening. So Jacob, you see me, bro? I'm trying. So that is this. Another thing that I am stepping out on faith is, which is about, I tell you this setup. If I did a tour of my apartment, it's great for just me. And I love it. But the content that I'm trying to bring y'all, I feel like I'm being boxed in. And so I have lights everywhere. My island right here is full of stuff. If I was to turn this around, it looks chaotic. So I've talked to my apartment complex as well. And potentially I'll be moving into a 2-bedroom and using that 2nd bedroom as a studio. That way all the gear can go in there. That way anytime I sit down, we have the backdrops, we have everything we need. We are just ready to go. And so I'm excited about that. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of like, I feel like things are moving so fast right now. I was praying in my car and I was just like, okay, Jesus, you got it all. So I'm gonna just cast my cares on you, because I feel like things are just moving fast. And it's not that it may be moving fast, it's just a lot of money have been spent in like this week. And I'm like, whoo, okay, hold on, wait a minute now. Okay. Like, wait now, you buying cameras, you buying computers, you talk about moving. Hold up now, hold on, get it together, Quentin. But I'm gonna continue to move in faith, and I'm gonna continue to steward the gift. I'm gonna continue to steward the gifts you give me, the gift he's given me, and we're gonna do this thing. So I want to jump into the show. I see some super stickers. Okay, shout out to you, Stephanie Riviera. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Lorena Farewell, Keisha Smith, Shannon Collins, thank you all so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I wasn't saying that for you to do that, but we love a super sticker and we love a super chat. So thank y'all so much. Those are seeds that'll be sown into what I'm doing. So, man, I should have cut that fan on real quick. It got hot. It got hot real quick. Let me cut this fan on real quick. Baby, let me take the mic, the limitation. Let me cut this fan on real quick, and then we'll get into the show. I see you, CM20SW, for the super comment. Cheers to stepping out on faith. Keep going. It's for you. Thank you so much, sis. Thank y'all. Let me put this mic down real quick. I know this is unprofessional, but y'all know how we do here. We keep it real at the Q now. We keep it real at the Q. Okay, and come on back over here. Let me sit down. Side note, the shirt says, Black girls been magic. I bought this shirt a while ago because y'all remember the saying, like, Black girl magic. It got real hot a couple years ago, and I saw this shirt, and it says Sojourner Truth, like Angela Davis, Josephine Baker, Madam C.J. Walker, and I love the shirt because it was like, first off, absolutely, Black girl magic all day long. Y'all know I got to ride. Y'all know I love all people, but I got to ride for my Black queens. But when I saw this shirt, it's like, hey, no, we actually, and I say we because they're my Black queens, like, been rocking, been on, right? And so, but I'm just loving this cultural awareness and this embrace of our culture and our ethnicity and who we are. And we thank you and we applaud you, allies that stand with us, that have seen the systemic things that have gone against us and gone against our skin, just for our skin being our skin. Oh, wait, the mic is over here. Just for our skin. Sorry. Baby, I'm not used to this mic. Our skin just being our skin. And so we thank you for coming into agreement with us and marching and protesting with us and advocating with us. But I love this shirt. When I saw it a while ago, I was like, oh, gotta get that one. So yes, Black girls been magic. Okay, let's get into the show, baby. Now, you know what it is? It's an impeached one-term president. An impeached one-term president issuing pardons for people who have said they were guilty twice. That's what it is for me. I know that was a long one. That wasn't as catchy as most of them. This for me is. But I'm just like, what had happened? Y'all let this man get away with so much. I'm sitting here right now. MSNBC is on my TV. They're doing a 2-hour special on Obama. I'm going to go back and rewatch that later. But it ain't no way. Y'all would have let Obama get away with none of that shenanigans. And y'all let this man, who we know got ties to Russia some type of way with Russia collusion, got millions of dollars tied up in loans that we know nothing about, don't know who they're owed to, know that he done got tax evasion, got credible allegations of sexual assault and harassment against him, right? Continuous misconduct, continuous abuse of the Hatch Act, nepotism running rampant in the White House, and y'all let this man pardon someone who pled guilty twice to a federal judge about lying to the FBI. Y'all said y'all fired Michael Flynn way back then after Sally Yates. Remember, Sally Yates was the acting attorney general. She was a holdover from the Obama administration, and she went over there in good faith. Well, actually, the whole story goes, she was calling the White House to tell them Michael Flynn is compromised, and they weren't listening. She said in her testimony it was odd to her that she had told anybody in the government that they were compromised by a foreign power, especially an enemy foreign power, and that person was still on the job. So she got her good self up and walked on across the street to tell them in person, to tell the White House counsel, Don McGahn. And they still didn't fire him. They fired him after the fact, talking about, oh, he lied to the vice president. But this is the man that you pardoned. Before I keep going, thank you so much, Shirmia Artist. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Shirmia Artist. Your super comment says, you are so awesome. God has this under control. Amen and hallelujah. I think that's flesh. I mean, and I know some people aren't Christians. And so let me explain to you what that means. When you hear Christians say like our flesh is rising up, we consider like worldly things, like not trying to handle everything ourselves. And so me getting nervous sometimes about this or feeling like it's moving too fast, that's my flesh rising up. That's my human sin nature rising up. But I know that Jesus got it all. So I have to keep reorienting myself and keep giving it back to him and keep laying it down at his feet. So thank you for that, sis. I know he does. And I'm gonna keep pushing. But it's the ongoing corruption. We know Michael Flynn chose not to say anything about Trump. There is no doubt in my mind, after everything that we've seen in these past 4 years, even after Michael Cohen himself has come out and said that nothing happens that Donald Trump does not know about, whether it be in his business or in his administration. When we have these huge controversial things, that man signed off on it. He knows. So there's no doubt in my mind that he knew that Michael Flynn was doing whatever kind of shenanigans over there with the Russians. No doubt in my mind. And he went and pardoned him. And the Republicans don't have nothing to say, but then I'm not gonna say that. And whoo, baby, I almost got worked up. Hold on. And they have nothing to say. Like, they have literally abdicated this moral authority. They have literally abdicated that role. But I guarantee you, it's going to make a comeback when Biden gets in it. They're gonna have so much moral high ground. They're gonna automatically care about the debt ceiling again. They're gonna automatically care about spending again when the deficit is in the trillions right now. And y'all haven't said boo to this man. And then especially when you're talking about, see, this is what I'm talking about. You can't be so pro police, so pro law enforcement. And then you got a man that has pled guilty to lying to law enforcement, right? You spoke making law enforcement's job harder to find the truth. Then you got the man at the White House pardoning him because he didn't say nothing. And y'all don't have nothing to say. Your hypocrisy runs rampant. Your hypocrisy is on full display. Stop saying you care about law enforcement. Because if you did, you would still have some energy for this. And I ain't letting it go. You would have energy for them 13 white men that was going to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer, a sitting governor, and who said they were going to kill the police that tried to respond to rescue her. Stop saying you care about law enforcement. What it is you don't like black people standing up and claiming and demanding equality and equity and demanding not to be slain in the street because you don't see us as fully human. That's what it is. And that's what you need to talk about. Just stand in that truth. Just be upfront with it, because if you cared about law enforcement, you'd be as pissed off as I am right now. If you really cared about it, if you really cared about checks and balances, if you really cared about law and order, you would be upset at the fact that this man pardoned him before the court case was even done. And even at the base level, there is an appearance of some type of interference, because we know Michael Flynn is closely interlinked with Donald Trump. So there is an appearance of impropriety. I don't know if that's the right vocabulary word I'm supposed to be using right now. I'm gonna have to Google it and come back around to it. But there is an appearance of something, the waters being muddy. So don't tell me you care about law and order and you have nothing to say about this. Like, come on, bro, don't talk to me. Do not talk to me. Don't. I'm sorry. I saw a super sticker and I don't want to let it pass me by. Okay, from initials LF. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you. Like you don't care about it. It's fake. It's fake. You don't care about this country the way you say you care about it. Or what I said in previous videos, or you only care when white folks is in power. And let's just call a thing a thing. You only care when white folks is in power. Because if you also cared, you wouldn't have allowed, or not even so much allowed Donald Trump, because he's a grown man and he can do what he want to do. But y'all are senators. Y'all are congressmen. Y'all are duly elected representatives that the people, whether I support you or not, you're still an elected representative. So we, the public, have still given you a certain set of powers and a certain set of platform and voice. And you all say nothing. You bow down and you kiss the ring. If you cared about democracy, you would have had so much energy for this man yelling about rampant voter fraud, specifically targeting black cities. Catch it. It's always something with the black folk. We ain't even did nothing. All we did was exercise our constitutional right, and y'all mad at it. See what I'm talking about? But that man ran around here for weeks claiming voter fraud and had no proof, and y'all said nothing. Y'all kept saying, well, he has every legal right. Yeah, he does have every legal right to challenge it, but when you can't put up the proof, when you don't have nothing to back it up, it is your job as a senator, it is your job as a congressman, no matter who the party is, to check an out-of-control executive. That is the whole idea of checks and balances. It's literally the concept. So stop telling me you care about law and order, and stop telling me you care about this country. You care about this country when people who agree with you and look like you are in power. And that's just what it is. That is how I see it. And I'm open to changing my mind. My door is always open for grace if you show me that that's what you want to do. If you show me that that's not what it is, then I'm open to that. Just like, y'all know we're going to be discussing tomorrow, if you did join the book club, we'll be discussing how to be anti-racist. Something that jumped out of me in this book and I think can be applied, well, it can be applied because racist, is the idea that not only white people are racist, right? And so I didn't really grasp that concept because I viewed other races, I'm going to try to tie this in, I viewed other races who might have prejudice against others, just that. Prejudice, they might discriminate, but I didn't view them as racist. But Mr. Kennedy challenges even me in my thought, and even black people, that if we do something, right, that holds up, either holds up or creates disadvantage for any people group, whether you are at the theoretical top of the food chain or the lowest, and then those are racist acts. And there's not a such thing as not racist. It's only racist and anti-racist. And we are either or based on the decisions that we make every day, right? That we are either upholding racist policies or we are fighting for anti-racist policies. And so it challenged me in even my own thinking, right? And I don't believe that I'm a racist person. I first off, I view everyone as an image bearer of God. Whether you believe in my God or not, that's how I view everyone. And so based on that, on period, you're owed a certain level of human decency and respect. But I never thought about it in frameworks of these systems that we either uphold or we fight against. And so I say that to say, going back to the Republicans and or a good majority of the Republicans in our elected capacities, you all seem to be upholding this idea that only your way and your people, which is traditionally white men, is the right way. And that's not the case. And so I don't know what you're going to do as we continue to elect people who either look like me or look like a variation of me that is not of a pale skin tone, I don't know what y'all are gonna do. And it's kind of scary to really think about. Shout out to you, Latasha Cooks. Thank you so much for the super sticker, sis. It's kind of scary when you think about it, because y'all have not said anything for 3 weeks, and this man was running around here talking about, well, not scary because I don't have the spirit of fear, but it's concerning when this man was talking about how there was rampant voter fraud. Y'all were literally allowing him to burn down the house. Now, I don't know if he just decided to come around on his own after Michigan certified their vote, because the day they certified the vote, he seemed to back down. And then that's when we started getting the transition going. But y'all seemed okay with him burning down the house. Y'all ain't got no problem with it. No problem at all. So again, it lends me to believe, and I'm open to having my mind changed. I'm going based off of what you're showing me right now, what you're holding up right now, is that you don't really love America like you say you do. Because if we are to go on the ideals and the principle that this country was founded on, knowing that all people were not equal when it was founded, but if we're going to go on that, then you have to be willing and you have to be open to people governing who don't look or believe like you. I'm a Christian. I'm a follower of Christ. My nephews, and I'll have to rewind with my brother, but my nephews go to a Muslim school. Now, we clearly have two different ways of living, if you will, right? But do I think that just because, like, let's say my nephews decide one day they grow up and they end up wanting to be Muslim, and then they want to run for office, right? Do I think that they can't do the job, or that I should somehow not come into agreement with them on certain policies and procedures because they believe differently from me? Or should I somehow bash them or somehow insinuate that they are trying to destroy this country because they are of a different belief system? That just doesn't even make sense, especially if we line it up to the ideals of what America is supposed to stand on. So what I need, and I feel like I'm kind of going all over the place, but I'm trying to bring it back home, because let me know in the comments. Are y'all following what I'm saying? Are you following with what I'm saying? So I feel as though if you claim to love America so much, if you claim to love the ideals that we are made up of many, and we're the best country in the world because of that, how then do you fight so actively and aggressively when somebody ain't white, male, rich, or have these deep Republican values? Like, it just doesn't line up for me. So I would actually, in our fight in our ongoing attempt to fight racism and our anti-racism work, I would prefer if racists would just come on out and just tell me that they racist instead of gaslight me. That's just where I'm at with it. I would just prefer, just come on out and say you don't like black folks. Come on out and say you don't like Native Americans. You don't like Muslims. You don't like Hispanics. You think white is right all day long, every day. Just say that. That way we all can draw clear lines and no one has to be gaslit. It's 2020. Coronavirus is out here. Maybe we don't have time to play no more. We don't have time to read between the lines. We don't have time for coded language. Like, just say that. Like, just say. I'm not saying say that and I'm going to agree with it. I'm not saying say that and it's going to be specifically permissible, and that can kind of lead off into this conversation about cancel culture. I'm just saying, just say how you feel. Just say that and stop gaslighting us. That's it. Period. Pooh. Niece. That's it. Like, it's super annoying. It's super annoying. I see a comment here. Let me see. They want others to ascribe to their beliefs rather than constitutional ideals. Well, and that's a whole video within itself, especially because, I've talked about this before. I feel as though specifically the Republican Party, but the Democratic Party as well, has really hijacked my faith and has broadcasted following Christ in such a negative light. And I wish Robert was in this live. Robert, I think he told me about this book, which we might read in one of the book clubs. I think it's called, oh man, it's like the four. Okay, sorry, y'all. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember. I didn't think I was going to talk about this, but I can't think of the book name. But basically what the book is talking about is how there is really an American religion that people somehow have wrapped their idea of Christianity into. And so it's not that they're actual Christians. It's that their religion is really America, but somehow they have tied the two together, and it's this symbolic thing, which is disheartening because I'm like, this is a hijack of the faith, baby. Jesus ain't called for y'all to do none of that. Baby, not in the Bible I read. Not in the Bible I read. Like, he actually did not say do that. Where are you getting that from? Huh? Because that's not in that. So I'm gonna have to ask my friend Robert what that book is. Oh, I think it's called The Four American Tenets. Something like that. I'm gonna find out and I'll present it to you all, and maybe we'll read it after we read Barack Obama. Make sure you sign up for that book club too. After we read Barack Obama's book, we'll read that. And what he was telling me was it really goes and shows you like what they believe. But I said all that to say that, I really do think that the faith has been kind of hijacked on both sides with this false sense of morality and all this other stuff. But y'all, I'm going on and on. How did we get here? I'm so excited that the screen is HD and clear. I'm just talking because it's like, it works. It freaking works. Side note, y'all, make sure y'all get y'all some Goalie Gummies. Get y'all some Goalie Gummies. I'm going to put the link, my affiliate link in the comment. Baby, they are having an awesome sale right now. You can get you some Goalie Gummies right now for 30% off. And this is apple cider vinegar gummies. And those things help. They're vegan, organic. They help with bloating, nutrition, all of this stuff. I've been popping these things. I've been eating them like gummies you're not supposed to. Now, you're only supposed to have 6, but some days I have 10. Them things good. Like, I don't know if y'all have ever taken apple cider vinegar, like as part of your fitness journey or whatever, but apple cider vinegar burns on the way down. And so this is just an amazing alternative. Like, for real. I've been taking them. Yes, I do have an affiliate link with them. If you go to the link tree and click the Goalie Gummies apple cider vinegar, it'll take you there. You'll automatically get the discount through my affiliate link. But I actually take these myself. So I'm not just selling y'all something for the sake of selling y'all. Somebody said Goalie is great, but they're expensive. Jamal Johnson, that's why you need to hit my link that I just posted, because they're doing a 30% Black Friday sale. And it's my affiliate link, which means when you buy from them and get the discount, they cut me a little check too. See how that thing work around? See? Go ahead, get you some Goalie Gummies. Get you some Goalie Gummies. Goalie Gummies. Oh gosh. So anyway, what else happened today? Well, we did get confirmation, and it might have happened yesterday. I don't know. Turkey. Side note: Happy Thanksgiving. Hope everyone had a great one. Still recognizing, this is a day we celebrate here, but it's really kind of a commemorative day of a massacre to the natives. Or really, somebody posted something and I thought it was a great framework. Thanksgiving Day when the natives opened their doors or broke bread with European immigrants, right? Flipped it on them. But I hope you all stay safe. I stayed at the house because y'all know I went to Mexico last week. That was another thing why I was so nervous too about buying this camera and all that, baby, because I went to Mexico last week. I'm like, baby, I had to pay rent. I went to Mexico because I wanted a vacation, came back, bought a camera, bought a computer, got a phone. Like, that's why I was like, whoa. Baby, you doing too much. But again, yeah, I decided to stay home. I didn't go out and meet with my family. My mom has underlying conditions. She was diagnosed with colon cancer in 2013, but thank God they did the surgery, hadn't been back since. My grandmother, she is currently, some of y'all, if you've been following me long enough, then you know I used to live with my grandmother up until the point that I started opening up the door for donations. I used to like not accept people's money when people wanted to give it, and then something was like, get out of your own way. And so that is how I ended up moving here, because the donations came through, and I was like, well, shoot, okay, maybe I can live on my own and all this. I had just moved back, but she's in a nursing home right now. I'll do another video on the YouTube later, just explaining that everything is okay. She's not living there. She's only there for a short amount of time, but I'm going to do one video that walks you all through my journey of how I got here. And we'll talk about like the 9 to 5, and you'd be surprised. I have a undergrad and master's in social work, and you think social workers would be the people that want to help everyone, and you would be surprised the social workers I've encountered in my professional career that shouldn't be one. So I say all that to say that I'll do a whole video about that. But coming back around, I did not go see my family for Thanksgiving since I was on a plane twice to go to Mexico and come back. I have been in the house. I've decided to kind of wall myself off for this week and next week to make sure I don't have COVID, not showing symptoms, even because you have that asymptomatic moment. So I have been going to the gym, but I kind of stay away from people, keep my mask on. But as far as my family, I did not see them. So I hope that you all had a safe holiday and are ready to tackle the things. But I say all that to say, we found out that Trump said, he finally spoke to the press and said, once the Electoral College votes, then of course he'll leave the White House. Of course. One, you've already lost, so you keep moving this goalpost, which again, Republican senators and congressmen should not allow. You don't get to move the goalpost because that's just another attempt for you to try to stay in power. I'm so sure of it. I'm so sure there's going to be more shenanigans that happens closer to the Electoral College, which should be, let me see, what week are we in? It should be in like 2.5 weeks. Like, we're coming up on it. So it'll be here pretty soon. Excuse me. It'll be here pretty soon. But he said that, of course, he will leave. So we got that confirmation from him. Let me put this camera down a little bit. I feel like it's a lot of overhead. I am just loving, I can see this on the screen. I am just loving that it's actually working, y'all. Like, it's actually working. If you were here on Monday, can you put in the comments you were here on Monday? Monday or Tuesday, because I think we had technical difficulties Tuesday as well. If you were here Monday and Tuesday, could you put that? Correll Anderson Purcell. Hey, sis, I see you. She's a frequent supporter. Hey, sis. Crystal Osborne, go ahead and shoot your question. You said, Q, help me out with that question. I need your opinion. Oh, what question? My family is very into Trump. Oh, wait, and they are living. They are living in what? And breathing it like a cult. Baby, I don't know what to tell you. Jacob said I was. Okay, yes, I was here definitely better. Yeah, I'm just loving it. I would keep looking over. I'm like, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Yeah, Crystal, I don't know. Your family is like a cult. Sis, pray for them. And I don't know how you break people out of a cult like mentality. I honestly don't know. That's not something I ever experienced in my professional capacity as a social worker. I don't know. Maybe Google and find you some resources on that, because I don't know. Marcana B says, I was here so much better. That's what Tammy Thurston. My girl Tammy Thurston. Y'all know I love Tammy Thurston. Tammy says, I was here Monday and Tuesday, so much better. Love the quality, excellent investment. Thank you so much, Tammy. You've supported, and Tammy's a Patreon member. So, Tammy, some of that Patreon support has helped this. Shout out to everybody on the Patreon. You all definitely are going to be getting the exclusive access first to all the video content that will potentially go on YouTube. Some stuff will be strictly Patreon, but anything that goes on YouTube will be on Patreon first. So, shout out to you, Tammy Thurston. Tammy Thurston. Okay, so Jamal Johnson says, thoughts on what happens if we tie the Senate? Well, I don't really have thoughts. It's still going to be a wash because if the Senate is tied per the Constitution, the Vice President of the United States is the President of the Senate and will issue the tie-breaking vote, which means if the Senate is tied and every vote comes down to a tie, then Kamala Harris will be the deciding vote. So there's that. And period. So we need to get those two Georgia Senate seats. Let's see here. Ramona Gervais says, so wonderful to see your dreams come to life. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you so much. Sahara Thompson, wow, this looks good. You are live on our 65-inch TV. Sahara, now can you take a picture of that and send that to me? Sahara, what do you follow on Instagram or TikTok? Please send that to me. I would love to see that. If you have a video, even if you want to post it and tag me, that would be even better. Ari says, OMG, so true at Sadie. Hopefully that will not happen. But then again, it's Trump we're talking about. I didn't see the previous thing, so I don't know what y'all talking about. Sorry, I jumped all in y'all conversation. Keisha Johnson says, quality so much better. Okay, sorry, Sahara Thomas. Okay, can you post it? Which one are you gonna tag on? It'll be easier if it's on Instagram if you follow me there. If you just send it to me in my mailbox. Because the TikTok, sorry, if y'all ever send me messages on the TikTok mailbox is bananas. It's so many messages and it's bananas. It's so interesting too, because on TikTok I have like 180,000 followers, but on Instagram I have 23,000 followers, which, hey, I'm thankful for whatever, but it's just interesting, the discrepancy. But the inbox on the TikTok is bananas. So I am highly likely not to see your messages on TikTok. And most likely not on Instagram either. The messages, because those kind of, go and go, but for sure on TikTok, like, it's crazy. Okay, so Sarah, I'll keep a lookout for yours. Thank you so much. Corel Anderson Purcell. See, that's why the girl come through. She stay coming through. Thank you so much for the super sticker, sis. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Excuse me. Jasmine Bryan says, yay, I'm finally here for a live. I always miss your lives. Well, I'm glad you can make it. Hey. Okay, so next week, or maybe the week after, right now, y'all know the YouTube lives have kind of been at random times. I am going to solidify a time slot. The only reason I have not so far is because I have other obligations. So if you didn't know, I do work with the Houston Area Urban League Young Professionals, which is an extension of the Houston Area Urban League, which is an extension of the National Urban League, right? One of the oldest civil rights organizations. And so I am our membership. Wow, I can't even remember my title. Child, because I don't get wrapped up in them. But I'm our membership. What's the title? Chair? Membership engagement. Wow. I hope none of my Hall YP people are watching because that's so bad. I should know that. Membership engagement co-chair. So it's me and my wonderful co-chair. I don't know if I can say her name, if she's going to be okay with me saying her name. But if y'all saw the post earlier when I said I attended a virtual wedding engagement, marriage engagement, my co-chair got engaged or they had their engagement today and they had it on Zoom. So the reason I say all that to say, I am just really talking today because of this clear screen and I'm so excited. The reason I have not solidified a certain time is because I do work with them. I have another organization. I'm a president of a local organization, which is an extension of another one, which is BCI Houston, which stands for Black Christian Influencers Houston. I'm president of that organization and we're just getting it up off the ground. We launch in January. And so I want to make sure everything is in place so I can pick a solid time. That way I can always dedicate the time to do this and still meet those other obligations. And keep in mind, still do the daily TikToks and the daily Instagrams and Twitters and all that other stuff. So a time will be set. That way when you can always catch the live and tune in, but you can also always watch the replay too, because I'm gonna post them on the replay. Side note, this is something for me and something for other creators that you like and support. If y'all watch us on YouTube, so I just became monetized on YouTube. It's gonna be a long road because I don't have like millions of followers, but like when there are ads placed, I know they're super annoying. I didn't realize that if our people watch the ads, that's how the creators get paid. And so I just throw that out there to say that is another way as well. And that's just not even for me. If you have other creators, if you see it, if you have the patience for it, watch their ad on their video because it helps them. If y'all didn't know, sometimes I skip ads too myself. I ain't even gonna lie. I skip ads too, okay? So I'm trying to do better myself because sometimes you just be wanting to get back to the content. But now that I know, especially since I'm on the other side of it, I would be remiss if I didn't tell you like your other creators that you watch. If y'all could just watch the ads that are on their videos because it helps them. Tracy T, thank you so much for the super comment. Oh, and you purchased some Goalie. Baby, y'all better purchase that Goalie. Thank you, sis. That's double the support. She said, I purchased a 90-day supply of Goalie. Thanks for the discount. Yes. Listen, I'm telling y'all, that Goalie discount, baby, get y'all some Goalie Gummies. Apple cider vinegar gummies. They are good and nutritious. That Goalie discount that they are giving, that 30% is dope. I'm gonna drop the link again. That's my link tree. But if y'all go in there and get that, baby, it's the direct affiliate link, so your discount will automatically be applied. So thank you so much, Tracy T. Thank you, sis. We have another one from Crystal Osborne. This is a super comment. Thank you so much, Crystal. It says, do you think Trump will break from the Republican Party to try to start his own party? My family are Trumpers and say it's happening like a cult. Oh. You know, Crystal, I had not thought of that. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. Okay, so I could totally see it happening. Right? Because, maybe that's what y'all were talking about. I could totally see it happening because, I mean, it's Trump, right? But on the other end, it's kind of like, well, why would he? He literally like has control over this party. I mean, you know, in the egomaniacal side, if I could just tap into that for a second, like he literally controls this party. They literally kiss the ring. They literally let him do whatever. So it's kind of like, why go rebuild something from the ground up when you've already taken control? And I don't believe anybody's hostage. You know, we used to say that he's taking the Republican Party hostage. Now they going along with it. So, I mean, he could, you know, he could for the sake of Trump being Trump. I just don't, I just wouldn't see the reason. If I was him, not if I was him, because I would never, no. I just wouldn't see the strategic reasoning for it unless he wanted to spite the Republican Party. I can see it for that, but like he literally has control. Like they rock with him. So why start over? Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Sarah Thompson. That's another thing I forget to say. I do be seeing YouTube people say this, and I don't ever say this. Y'all, share this video. Go ahead and share it with somebody right now. You can click the share button, send the link to people, you know, to all your friends, all your family. Let them know to subscribe to the YouTube to get this content. Even if you got kids, my content is kid friendly. I don't make it for kids, okay? I don't make the content for kids, but I do think the things that we talk about, I'm just trying to go through my head. Are there certain things that we talk about that I don't have kids that I would want to talk about? Obviously, it would be age appropriate, right? Because when we start talking about I'm sure the unfortunate killing of another Black man is probably going to happen in like another 5 minutes. Maybe if I had a 5-year-old, I probably wouldn't go into as much detail like I would, you know, on this video. So obviously, you know, there are some limitations, but yeah, please share this video, share my page, my channel with your family, your friends, your loved ones, your work people, all those people. I got to remember to keep saying that. I'm learning, y'all. Thank y'all for keeping me on top of it. Thank you, Sahara Thomas, who said that. That made me think about that. Jules Florida says, I followed you here from TikTok. I adore your personality. I've been sharing you with friends. Thanks for all you do. Thank you so much. I love that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Ari said something. Ari said, because he can say that he started it all, the Trump party. You know, maybe. Maybe. I just, you know, he could. I wouldn't put it past him because it's Trump, you know. So I wouldn't put it past him, but So anyway, guys, is there anything else? I'm going to open the floor. Is there anything else we want to talk about real quick? We're going on 44 minutes. We've been kind of all over the place, right? But we're going on 44 minutes. Excuse me. And typically I end these at 45. Also, another thing, another stream of income revenue. If you have friends or family members that have products, services, businesses that they would like to promote, they can also do that with me on my Instagram, TikTok, podcast, all those things. At the bottom of the screen right now, you see my information scrolling. If you would like to contribute and donate via Cash App, Zelle, all those things to me, but we can also do some advertisements for your family, friends, their products or suggestions, anything, how it's scrolling across scrolling across the screen right now. So please let the people know. Oh, here's a good one before we go. Can Pence pardon Trump? Great question. We'll end it on that. So some things would have to happen for Pence to pardon Trump, right? Trump would need not to be president. So that looks like him stepping down and allowing Pence to become president to pardon him. Trump trying to pardon himself is not going to work. And I highly believe that if he does do it, I highly believe that there is going to be some prosecutor, some U.S. attorney that is going to challenge it. I highly believe that, right? Because if he was able to do that, then that would actively go against this idea that no man is above the law, and that for sure you can't be your own judge in your own case. And him pardoning himself, by definition, would be him being his own judge in his own case. Furthermore, if he did try, I'm pretty sure no active Republican right now is going to stand up against it, because they don't, they let him do whatever. But if he was to step aside and allow Pence to become president, then yes, he could, because the president has an absolute right to pardon who they want to. So that would be it. The question is, would he step aside and allow Pence to do that? Would he, would he? It kind of goes to the ego question, kind of like the question earlier about would he start the Trump party? It goes to his ego, his psyche. I don't know that he would do that. I could see the benefit of him doing that. I just don't know if he would do that. So is it possible? Yes. Oh, excuse me. All right. So if that's it, guys, I am going to hop off of here. This has been fun. I am super, super excited that, oh, yay, order the gummies. Yes, get your Goalie Gummies now. I am super excited that this is working, that the stream is better. The next show will be a lot better. This was, like I said, I literally had just got home like an hour prior to sitting down, and I'm like, okay, let me just come and see if it works, and let me talk. So thank y'all so much. I'm so excited about this. I am so excited about this. Wouldn't Trump have to be convicted of a crime? No, there have been preemptive pardons. I think didn't Ford preemptively pardon? I just learned, because I didn't remember that, and somebody said it. Ford preemptively pardoned Nixon. Let me see. I'm gonna Google it real quick, and we're gonna find out in real time. Yeah. A full, free, and absolute pardon that ended any possibility of an indictment. Yeah, so he preemptively pardoned him. So if he stepped aside, I get, and nobody challenged that, so there's precedent for it, which, a lot of things really need to be, re-looked at from back in the day. And then some things need to be looked at about maybe some laws that we need to put on the books, because clearly the presidency is full of norms, and Trump just broke a bunch of norms. It's not laws. Well, he broke some laws too, but still. So it's not necessary. No conviction is necessary. I mean, even look at Michael Flynn. He pardoned him prior to the conviction coming down. He pled guilty, but because of all the shenanigans and stuff they were doing, we never got to the actual conviction. So there's that. So we'll just wait and see. I'm pretty sure something like that is coming, but that doesn't absolve him from state crimes. And our girl Letitia James, Tish over there in New York City, New York, she's on it. Cyrus Vance is on it. So I have no doubt about that. So thank y'all so much, guys. This has been great. Loving this visual. It's working. So worth the buy. So worth the freaking buy. Oh, shout out to y'all. Y'all are ordering the gummies. Y'all are ordering the Goalie Gummies. Yes. Look, babe, let me tell y'all something. First off, come on, thing. Let me show y'all the gummy. Hold on. Now it's out of focus. Hold on. The gummy is good, okay? And I just be eating them because they're so good. Now, I ain't really supposed to be eating because, okay, this makes 16. I gotta stop. The bottle say, this is why I ate more, and then I'm gonna go for real. I'm gonna go for real after this. Because the bottle say, enjoy up to 6 gummies. Well, I am a 6 foot, 235 pound black man. I feel like they suggestion size is not talking to me. Okay? A lot of suggestion sizes, they are not factoring me in. One of my friends who's in science, I wish I had the exact format, but y'all know those body scales or those BMI scales? Like when those were created with white European people. So that's not factoring in all of my African diaspora heritage. Okay? That is not factoring in the broadness of my shoulders. That is not factoring in my black 6 foot 200, and I just got to be 235 pounds. I was 245 a month ago. I've been on this little diet. Hey, Goalie Gummies. But I was literally 245, and y'all saw the post. I was literally 245 like 6 weeks ago. So I've lost 246 because I lost 11 pounds. My next weigh-in is Monday. So like it say 6, but I don't feel like that's for me. I feel like they was talking to like a 5'10", 135 pound white man. Like that ain't me. So anytime that it's be the suggestion, I always do a little over. Now, please consult with your physician. I am not a physician. Okay, so please don't just go and do stuff that I'm doing. Okay, this is my body. I get to do what I want to do with it. Please consult your physician as you start taking dietary things. Okay, I'm okay with this, baby. I don't want your levels to be high because you didn't ate 32 Goalie Gummies because you saw me do it. Listen, I am not responsible and liable for that, okay? All I said was get the gummies. I ain't say how many to eat. I'm just telling y'all how many I eat. But again, I'm 6 foot, 235, and black. I don't really know if the black got anything to do with it in that scheme of things, but I'm big. So I say that to say. So y'all, thank y'all so much. Shout out to you all for rocking with me this almost hour now, especially as I've divulged and not even been talking about politics, and I've just been talking because I've been loving the screen and loving looking at it. I'm super glad it's there. Monday show is going to be phenomenal. Now that I have this, I'm going to have some time to like actually sit down and plot out the show. Definitely as the political shenanigans take place. Keep a lookout for the YouTube. Share this. I got some stuff. Hey, order Goalie. That's what's up. I got some stuff coming for the YouTube. Super excited about the next video, or the video that's going to come out on YouTube in a couple of weeks, is actually talking about the Electoral College. One of the interns, he worked on this. So I'm super excited to produce this and to give him his credit at the end of the rolling credits, talking about the Electoral College, where it came from, what was it, how it was actually really racist, the idea behind it. And where it is now, what it's supposed to do, and thoughts on whether we should keep it or abolish it. Does it work? Does it not work? How do we reform this system, or how do we keep it in place? So that is one of the videos that's coming up, but I'm going to wait until we get closer to the Electoral College actually voting in our real lives, because I think it'll be extremely relevant at that time. So I just have some things coming up. I guess I'll give y'all a little bit of this too, real quick. No, I'm gonna wait until I actually have it. I don't want to talk about it right now. Just know the YouTube, there's gonna be a whole different line of content coming. It'll have its own kind of channel, but I think you all will love it. It's not gonna be so politically driven, but if you all enjoy me and my rants and just listening to me talk when I go off on a tangent, I think you all will love it. So thank you for the support. I love you all. Y'all have a great evening, a great weekend, and I will see you either on the weekend on TikTok or Instagram, or on Monday back here down on the YouTube, baby. A lot of people watched it, but nobody's watching day to day, all day, unless you're me and just love this stuff. Procedures are okay, but we want to know, where do you stand? And so I think the more that politicians stop trying to be politicians and be people, then that will engage voters. We reject alternative facts. So come on in here and let me educate you on the facts.